I have never before seen a blue jay sitting at the base of the Hollywood juniper, but you know what? It just tells me everything I'm doing isn't for nothing. We're gonna encapsulate something over here. It's gonna be nice. I'm gonna preserve this thing. Screw the deer. If the blue jays like it, I'm gonna find a way to make it survive. I pretty much have to video a blue jay because there's nothing moving. This guy isn't even moving, but at least he is. There's no chipmunks, there's no toads, there's no squirrels. And for some semblance of return to normalcy, I filled that with water for the birds. I was just about to leave for a bike ride, and Rover came up to me just with this utterly spooked look on her face. She's the only one out right now, and I think she was hungry. I haven't seen Pippi today, other than I think I might have passed her this morning coming around for a run at like, I don't know, before 7 in the morning or something. But I haven't seen her since, which isn't normal. She usually comes in the afternoon, but nobody's moving, and I think part of the reason why might be there's still death smell in the air even after I took care of the 2 that I found. There's more death, and I was just tracking another death smell in the woods, and when I felt like I was getting closer, lo and behold, I stumbled across an enormous blackbird that I think is a vulture, and I just thought, all right, you get this one, because it's been Tuesday is when it happened. It's now Sunday. Anything I find of a squirrel at this point is gonna be, I'll just tell you, the 2 I handled yesterday, not good. So I just let the vulture have that one, I guess, but then there's yet another death smell, I think, still besides that one. It's hard to track them all down individually. They kind of, I was hoping those 2 that I found, that was chipmunk alerting and Rover's being cautious, were going to be the end of it, but I had a feeling they wouldn't. I don't know how many died. Rover lives in a different part of the yard, in a different kind of a tree, and much lower to the ground in a cabin than where the high danger was. I'm very fortunate she's still here. She didn't used to live here. She used to live way up that tree. Can't even see the top of it from here. That would have not been good. I'm thinking she probably felt pretty fortunate to be in a cabin down near the ground, because the closer you are to the ground, I'm sure everyone knows this, the less you're gonna feel the sway of the tree, if it is swaying, which I'm sure they all were. But I wasn't here because I suck, and the one time they all needed me the most, I just wasn't here. Rover's still going at it here. She's got a lot of them to go through. Rover's playing in the new thing I finally got going on today. I had stuff over here, but it wasn't all set up at the bottom. So now they have really good access in, and Rover's the first one to play in it. Here it is. She's gonna learn all the new gazintas, gazoutas. There's a gazouta. I don't usually hang out with Rover like this. I do with Pippi, but I don't with Rover. I don't know why. I feel like Rover can handle herself, but today, with, not that Pippi can't, but just where Pippi plays, I get more nervous about. But today is very weird with nobody out, so I'm gonna stick by Rover. Getting some water. I purposely covered it with that. That's part of the bounty from the fallen tree. Figured it could be used to hide the water bowl a little bit. Stop for a scratch. Does she want a nut? Yeah, I think she wants a nut. Here comes this one that reminds me so much of Pippi. Is this one so much like Pippi? I think it's got to be her kid. I put that garbage can there to keep the deer out so I don't get just deer sleeping and hanging out in there. But remember that smell that I said was incredible off that one nut? Now the whole yard smells like it. So apparently when you inherit a hickory tree, you get a scent that is just... Okay, and so someone asked, Ernest asked, what does it smell like? I think Rover's in here somewhere because she just came around. I put the wheelbarrow there for the same reason, because I raked out some paths in here because I'm a path groomer. So I raked, oh God, it smells good. I can't even talk. Oh yeah. I'm gonna stay right here. So somewhere in here, I believe is Rover. But how would I ever find her? I don't know. The birds are loving it too. I keep talking about the squirrels. I've seen the chipmunks. Funny, someone had just recently been asking, do chipmunks climb trees? Well, they do now. When the tree tips over onto the ground and they can get right into it, I've seen chipmunks in here, and you can hear a bird, and I just saw what I think is a Rover movement in here. Oh God, the smell is amazing. If you ever have to have a tree fall in your yard, let it be hickory. God, this smells good. Can you imagine being that squirrel who lives in there? The smell that she inherited, the nuts that she inherited, oh my gosh. She's just right in the middle of a tree now. So I'll try to take you all for a little tour here. I'll step back a little ways. So I got this path going in this way. Can you believe there's a woods in a tree here. It's got its own trail system in here. Now, granted, I gotta go under a little branch here, but now y'all might remember the gorilla cart that everybody loved. The gorilla cart, I think, is supporting a lot of weight right now. I was almost going to write to them and say, you know, you're holding up a 7,000 pound tree here. I tried moving it. It will not move. Whatever is on it this is part of the, this is now just part of the tree, basically. It's part of the trees of the root system for the tree. There's another path out this way, but this is the one I blocked with the garbage can for the deer. Oh, there's Rovy. Oh no, it's not Rovy. It's someone else. Hey, someone else. You want to come up? I put that fence there because of the deer. She doesn't care. She's like, I'll just walk all over it and climb right to you. Come on, little sweet one. You want to take another jump? You want me to toss it? I mean, we lost squirrels, that much is true, and it's bad, and it sucks. But for the ones that survived, I can hear someone rustling above me, and I think that one's probably Rover. Let me see if we can find her. Who's up there? Well, the only good news is we're not hauling this thing away. It's a new woods within a woods. I rode over to where Big Mama lives, and I see Big Mama. Rio also lives here, and I'm not seeing Rio, but I haven't seen her in a long time. She may have moved into the woods, but this is Big Mama. I just threw her some nuts, and she was looking at me. I wish I'd had it on video. She couldn't believe it was me. I can't believe it's her. We were both so excited. I had ridden my bike past where Pippi lives, saw Big Mama, came back, and guess who was waiting for me? She does that. It's kind of like, I guess she figures it's our secret code. If she sees me riding my bike, it means come on over. I'm home for business, but really, I'm glad I didn't go onto the trail like I was gonna do. I came around, actually this is horrible. I came around to look for the latest dead animal smell, where I saw the vulture today, and where he was, that yard, they have branches down on the ground around the base of a tree. I didn't see anything, you know, squirrel wise, but then again, I can't really walk on people's lots and say, you know, don't mind me, I'm just looking around for dead animals. Like, people already think I'm weird enough. I don't need to have that on my plate, on my record. You need some more? All right, hang on. Yeah, she's picky. She won't eat just any. That's chipmunk. Alert. Want more? She won't eat just any pumpkin seeds. They gotta smell just right or be just right. I'm not really sure what the criteria is, but I know Pippi knows. I love my Pippi. I don't love mosquitoes, but I don't have any more free hands, so I'm just blowing them away. There you go. Oh, is that no good? You need more? Or do you want a nut now? There you go. See, look at her, she gets white hair on her belly when she's doing the mom thing. White belly hair. I think they say white women get black belly hair when they, or some kind of line or something like that of hair on their abdomen, which is odd. But it looks like all of hers turns white. I'm telling this guy, I'm so happy he made it. And we're gonna need that penis come next reproductive season, because there aren't too many peni left. I've seen yours, and I've seen Mrs. Brown's boyfriend, and that's it. Mrs. Brown's boyfriends, whatever. I've seen two penises that we're gonna have to rely on to ever reproduce in this town. So it's all on you, buddy. You think you're up to it? Think you can do it? He says, I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen if I have to, you know. Do the work, put in the time. There's a squirrel playing in it. She's hurt under her arm. Under there. I'm on a bike ride and I ran into Mocha Latte. Look at her tail. Her tail is looking absolutely amazing. She always had a little bit of white on the end, but it's even more, it looks like it's even more pronounced now, and her tail has gotten wider, and then it's got that lighter shade in the middle and growing out the black. Almost looks like white tip, but we know it isn't because she doesn't have the white dimple, and on the other side of her is that, I don't know what it is. It doesn't live here, so that's the other way we know, but as a viewer you would not know. We're not in white tip land here. So here comes somebody. Here comes somebody. Hey, little somebody. Uh-oh. Mocha Latte says, no, somebody. Just me. Only me gets Amy. Look at her little brown cheeks. That's so cute. But yeah, she's got something on the side of, you know, on everything that happened. But yeah, see? So I need to figure out, and she's not the only one. I'm showing how these guys with the dog, they're just like, do-de-do.
Not gonna do it.
Hey, Amy. Yeah, Mocha is back there on the driveway. There you go, Mocha.
I don't want to go near it.
Mocha.
Yeah, but he did get.
That sucks.
Looks like it. That looks.
Let's take a moment and look at this lucky leaf that I bought off Amazon and think about everything that's transpired since I deployed that. I will tell you that it's a whole lot more than a tree falling down that has happened. Squirrels dying as a result of that. Having to track down dead animal smells because there's more. I didn't get them all. All that and everything and dealing with everything. It's not even everything. But ever since I put in that lucky leaf, You know what? I think that is like the Brady Bunch tiki idol where Greg wore it and then went under the wave. And no, Bobby had the cockroach. Peter didn't believe him that something was crawling on him. It was a spider. It was a giant spider. This is the Brady Bunch tiki idol. I deployed the Lucky Leaf I bought off Amazon. I am going to leave a review. I am going to leave a review on this Lucky Leaf, and I'm going to talk about just what kind of luck I've had since I put it out. Not the least of which is the snake that showed up like 2 days later, and I don't even know that I've seen Tony Roosevelt since.